Musa here in Cookstown for this Lidl National League Division 2 B game between Tyrone and Monaghan. Delighted to say Eilish Gormley alongside us, Stephen Harvey here on commentary this afternoon. Delighted to say Eilish Gormley, former Tyrone star, alongside us here. Eilish, wet, blustery, windy. It's National League territory, isn't it?
Absolutely, Damien. It's one of those days as a player you hate having to come out in this sort of weather. It makes a real level of the game, but at least the surface is going to be very good for them. It's not ideal to play your matches obviously on a 3G, 4G surface, but it's certainly better than some of the pitches at the minute.
Yeah, certainly. As conditions all around the country today, in terrible conditions, games called off right, left, and centre all over the place today. And at least these girls, at least they are going to have a very good surface to play on. And this is where the 4G comes into its own at this time of year.
Absolutely, it tends to be play a very fast surface, and I'm watching both teams in their warm up here. It's not taking a flinch. These girls are hardy. They're well used to being out, so it's not ideal for any of us, the spectators here that are here to watch. But the girls are just getting on with business here, and it should make for a good game on a decent surface.
Yeah, well, we'll have the two teams here in front of us. The Tyrone team, Sinead McVeigh, she's back after a 10-year absence almost from Tyrone GAA. She's played last weekend against Armagh. She's back in goals for Tyrone this afternoon as well. It's a full back line of Jane Lyons, Kiva McGee and Katie Murphy. The half back line sees Ciara Monroe, Emma Hegarty and Emma Mulgrew tug out at number 7. The midfield pairing of Niamh Hughes and Aoibhinn McHugh. The half forward line is Dervla Gallagher, it's Emma Jane Gervin and Slana McCarroll, and a full forward line of Grania Rafferty, Niamh O'Neill and Chloe McCaffrey. Chloe McCaffrey coming in as a replacement, a late replacement this afternoon, but plenty of experience there, Eilish, on that Tyrone side.
Yes, plenty of experience, surely, and great to see a few girls getting a start. I'm delighted to see Ballynamona, Moortown, Sinead McVeigh in goals again. I taught Sinead many years ago. She's an outstanding keeper, performed very admirably last week, so I'm looking forward to seeing Sinead in action. Back between the sticks, she was in Tyrone goalkeeper back about 10 or 12 years ago. Also, Ciara Monroe coming in there at corner back. Ciara is brother Johnny is potentially making his Tyrone line out today in Healy Park as well, so it's a great day for the Monroe family. Delighted to see a lot of new players making their way through here too.
It certainly is. As Monaghan team is Rebecca Mooney's in goals, Maeve Monaghan in the full back line alongside Jennifer Duffy and Lauren Garland. The half back line sees Avi McCary, Rosemary Courtney and Emer Trainer. Midfield pairing of Jodie McQuillan and Ciara Mulligan. The half forward line is Amy Garland, Miriam Atkinson, the two captains aside from centre half forward, and Lauren Jones. And then the full forward line of Casey Trainer, Chloe McBride and Emma Clerkin. I don't think we've seen any changes, or they haven't let us know ahead of the game. But once again, you mentioned before the game, the fact that this team, very much a team in transition.
Yeah, absolutely, and Monaghan seem to be going well. I know, looking at their line out, I know a few of their players obviously from their club football campaigns in the Ulster Minor campaign and also the Ulster Senior. The Donaghmoyne girls are there, so they look pretty good. They had a good win last week, so they'll be coming here looking to take the full points here available. Certainly
will, as they're going through their last bits and pieces of warm up ahead of this one. See the resistance bands out there. It's definitely a warm coat that many people are going to need standing around the pitch today. I know that it sold up to 100 tickets, and the crowd are starting to make their way in here, but it's a blustery, wet, windy and sometimes dangerous wind today. Hopefully our cameraman James up there will be taking care of himself throughout the game, and hopefully it'll not be too bad. The referee Siobhan Coyle coming down from Donegal, and Siobhan's making her name up in Donegal these days as well. Eilish, she was refereeing some of the men's leagues games as well.
Yeah, it's great to see. It's great to see some female referees coming through to this level. I heard good things about Siobhan. I haven't actually seen her in action physically, so it'll be great to see how she gets on today. And I'm sure on the surface it'll make life a little bit easier for her when she's not having to worry about the muck and people sliding into tackles and that. So it should be a little bit more straightforward. Obviously, the wind and the conditions is a challenge for everybody here.
Certainly is. Kevin McChrystal coming into this game. He'll be anxious to get a win here today. Division 2, not the a strong enough division, Eilish, and he'll not want to be heading into game 3 without something on the board.
No, that's it. I was just looking at the Division 2 league table, and obviously it's split into the sections, but Tyrone unfortunately now are sitting down at the bottom of the pile just without having picked up a win yet, and the score difference. Kevin is a perfectionist too. He will want to pick up the points today. He devotes a lot of time and energy to the cause, so he'll want to be getting his team off the mark today.
And Kieran Kearns, he's looking after the Monaghan side. I saw him go through a very extensive warm-up over in the small Mugger area just on the way in here, a well prepared Monaghan team, no doubt.
Absolutely. Every Monaghan team that comes out to play, they're always very well prepared. They're always a very direct running team. So I don't expect to see much change in their style of play today. I think the weather might be a slight bit of a leveller in terms of the wind. It's died down a little bit at the minute, but it seems to pick up into flurries and of bluster. So I'm sure it'll very much be a game of multiple halves today.
It could well be. I know that looking across the pitch at the minute, and just so the way the trees are blowing, it definitely looks like a left to right wind as we look out here in the opening half. I remember back to the day that Kevin Kelly covered a game for Team Talk over here, and I think I'm right in saying Conor McKenna kicked 11 points that day and ended up on the losing team. It was a McCrory Cup game
that's right,
against
for
the Academy.
St Patrick's Armagh. That's right. It was down on this pitch, I think. There's been plenty of good performances. It's a hub for an awful lot of schools football, so we'd have seen some of these girls coming through over the years, particularly in the Ulster Schools trials. I remember seeing those Garland girls here as well. They're excellent players, so it'll be lovely to see how they've progressed and developed over the last 5 or 6 years.
Well, the Monaghan team, they are making their way out from their huddle. They've going to take up their positions around various positions around the field, and I can see a change at midfield already. I've seen number 12 has slotted in there at midfield. It's Lauren Jones. She's going to be going in for at least the throw in anyway. And I see a number 21 on there as well. Sarah Capaldi looks like she's going to start on the Monaghan side as well, in a corner forward by the looks of it. As the Tyrone team, they break away from their huddle, and Sinead McVeigh, she makes her way down to the goals, away down on our right hand side. So Tyrone will play into a very stiff breeze in this opening half. Siobhan Coyle has the ball at her feet. We're almost ready to go here in Musa here in Cookstown for this changed fixture over across from Killishall to the 4G here in Cookstown, and Siobhan Coyle just making sure the last remnants of mentors make their way off to the side of the field, and will almost be up and running here now for the beginning of this game. So she's just double checking, making sure everybody's where they're meant to be, and the action hopefully will resume very shortly. It does indeed. We're up and running here in Cookstown, and it's the girls from Tyrone that have their first possession through Emma Jane Gervin, who broke away from that throw-in. Referee spots an infringement, and it's going to be a free in to Tyrone. Niamh Hughes, she looks like she's going to take it. There's a number 30 on there. That's Chloe McCaffrey wearing 30 it is, as Tyrone go on the attack once again. There's a change I think in it.
Slana McCarroll there.
Yeah, Slana McCarroll's on as well, that's right. Slana picks up possession of the ball inside the D, transfers it out to the left hand side, and it's back in now towards Jane Lyons. It's now moved on to Chloe McCaffrey once again. Chloe McCaffrey looking for a shooting opportunity, but it doesn't arise as the wind buffets back in once again to our microphone. Hopefully you're able to hear us at home. Ball across the far side. Tyrone looking to recycle it round the arc. It's in the hands of Jane Lyons once again. Jane Lyons has an outlet pass to Derfla Gallagher, but referee spots another free, and it will be a second Tyrone free, kicking into that very stiff breeze as we look out on this left hand side. Chloe McCaffrey, ball in hand, looking for options inside. Is Niamh O'Neill one of them? She rejects that option, goes in towards Roverty. Roverty has a chance for a shot and goal, but once again it's blocked down. Monaghan working very hard to take away possession then. They've managed to do so out through their centre half back. That's Rosemary Courtney. Courtney further on out the field of play. She's looking for Muriel Atkinson, who's managed to pick up the ball. Does she? Yes, she does, down this near side. Atkinson goes on a run down through the centre, or trying to get in towards the centre, but she's stopped there. Stopped very well. Good defending from the Tyrone perspective, but referee spotted an infringement there. And there's a number 19 actually, and I think that is that's Kyra Monroe. That was a great tackle, wasn't it?
But, it was a great tackle. I was sort of surprised it was blown, but I think, well, look, we'll let that one away. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's a Monaghan free, a chance for them to open the score line. Wind very much at their back, kicking it up high, and that's a beautiful strike of the ball right and over the bar. And it's the full forward Chloe McBride has opened the score. A good score for Monaghan.
Excellent score there, and there was a lovely curl in that ball. You could see it. She really judged the wind well there to carry that ball over.
So the kick out from McVeigh kicks it up high into the air. It's bouncing away out across the far side, and Tyrone trying to win possession there. They've got it through Aoibhinn McHugh. Aoibhinn McHugh sets off on the far side, hugging the touchline up there, maybe trying to keep out of the elements, because it seems to be that far side would have a little less of the wind perhaps. But Tyrone once again through McCaffrey down through the centre to Emma Jane Gervin, racing through the centre once again, trying to get a shot at goal. Oh, and a good save there from the Monaghan goalkeeper Rebecca Mooney, but it's gone in and over the bar, and the first score from Tyrone's perspective has gone to Emma Jane Gervin. It
was a brilliant move up the wing, particularly Aoibhinn McHugh made probably 40 metres there on her own, coming right up tight on the sideline, so a super move from the girls there.
possession out round midfield once again, kicked out this near side long. Remember, Monaghan with that wind advantage in the first half. Atkinson has possession of the ball. Chloe McCaffrey trying to get across the blocker, but it's Monaghan that go on the attack once again. They've got it through their centre half-back. That's Rosemary Courtney, and she's fouled. Referee says that's a free in, and just over 3 minutes gone in the game. It's a point apiece and a chance for Monaghan to get another score on the board. A lovely kick it was from the full forward Chloe McBride for the last free. Similar position this time.
Yeah, you would expect this to sail over the bar when she got the wind right for the first one. Oh, and she has skewed it. Commentator's curse.
Commentator's curse is right, but the Monaghan managed to keep the ball alive. They're trying to work possession out towards the 40 or the edge of the 20-metre line, but it's been taken away there, and good work there from Kiva McGee from Tyrone's perspective, and it's now out with the midfielder Aoibhinn McHugh. McHugh takes possession, looks back inside. She's got options around it with Emma Haggerty now on towards McHugh once again. Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane running up the field, gives it out to that far side, and here come Tyrone once again on the attack, looking for options over on this left hand side where it's with Derek Gallagher, but Derek Gallagher didn't manage to win it. Niamh Hughes did extremely well to win possession back from Tyrone's perspective, gives it inside, gets possession back. Hughes still on the run, lovely passing towards the wing half forward. Gallagher looks like she was impeded, referee says she was. Niamh O'Neill kicks it in and over the bar anyway, and a good advantage from the referee there.
Yeah,
results in a Tyrone score.
Excellent advantage and a great score there from Niamh O'Neill. Great play from Derek Gallagher and Niamh Hughes to keep that ball alive, but it was very tight to get through there.
Yeah, great run is right, and the kick out will come from goalkeeper Rebecca Mooney. Launches one away down the field. Tyrone managed to win possession back into the hands of Derek Gallagher once again. Now into the hands of McCaffrey. McCaffrey running forward, bursting forward. Good run from McCaffrey right through the centres and open it up in front of her here. There's a chance for a goal, and there's a brilliant save by Mooney in the goal. But there was a really good opportunity there, and it was Selena McCarroll who had it, and but Monaghan come away with possession. Great save.
Oh yeah, an unbelievable run through there by Chloe McCaffrey. She's an amazing player when she gets going. Just popped the ball off to the right player, Selena McCarroll, and unfortunately there's a great save from the keeper to deny Tyrone.
Yeah, Emma Mulgrew's doing well down this near side. She's managed to turn possession away a couple of times, but it is a Monaghan sideline ball down on that right hand side, and it's the number 21 there, Sarah Capaldi, that had possession of the ball. Gives it out towards our midfielder. That midfielder is Jodie McQuillan. McQuillan making good progress down this right hand side, but she's hasn't managed to retain possession. Gives it out towards the Chloe McBride. McBride has a free down in the corner. Not the easiest of chances, this one, but it's kicking with the wind in this first half, and that's as the wind dies slightly and the sun comes out. It's a beautiful spring day, isn't it, Eilish?
We have a lovely day just for these 5 minutes anyway. I see a lovely rainbow here, and you'd expect this kick is fairly difficult. The wind's died down, but a good strike of the ball here.
Chloe McBride launches it in, launches it over the bar, and a really good score for Monaghan. A good free from McBride, and the scores are now level at 2 points apiece. 2 scores from Tyrone were from play, and 2 Monaghan scores so far from frees.
Yeah,
kick out wasn't a great one, but McVeigh managed to get possession back once again, tidies it up, and yeah, both sides, I suppose.
It's very good pacey football for the time of year as well. It's an excellent start to the game from both teams, and definitely the wind's a huge. The Monaghan keeper there is clearing probably 65 metres there on her kickouts. A bit more challenging for the Tyrone keeper to get the ball out in this half.
Yeah, another free. It's this time for it looks like the midfielder Jodie McQuillan's going to take this one. She's kicking down towards the goals on our right hand side. Chloe McBride's landed a couple of really nice scores, but this one's shooting her right foot, a free taker. She's about 30 yards out. She kicks it up high into the air. It looks like a very nice strike. It's gone in and over the bar, and it's Jodie McQuillan, the Monaghan number 8, who has got the free, and it's 3 points to 2 in favour of Monaghan. Kick out once again will be from McVeigh as she launches possession out that down through the centre. Referee says a wee bit of a tug on the jersey there. Aoibhinn McHugh is the one that gave possession away there. Freeze very quickly taken by Atkinson. Atkinson puts it in towards Garland. Garland trying to find a wee bit of space. Back with Atkinson once again. She kicks it up high in the air and manages to launch it in and over the bar.
Excellent score.
And a lovely score.
Excellent score. And you can see,
yeah,
Monaghan absolutely put the squeeze on the kick out there. You can see how they moved up, and they were very vocal when Sinead was trying to take that kick out. Actually, you couldn't actually see any Tyrone players running to space at all because they'd squeezed all the pockets.
Monaghan lead 4-2. It's just amazing how quickly it can turn around. It was 2 points apiece. Almost felt like a minute ago. And Tyrone, well, they take it out through corner back Jane Lyons once again. The Barrack girl moving it out towards Selena McCarroll. McCarroll under a spot of pressure. She'll be easy spotted with that blue head band round her. The hair has ball up into that wing half or forward position where Grania Rafferty has it, launches it immediately inside towards Niamh O'Neill, but it's battered away from her by the full back Jennifer Duffy, who did very well to win possession back from Monaghan's perspective. It's now in the hands of Garland across on the far side, transferred over here on this near side. It's the opposite number 2 is Maeve Monaghan. Monaghan goes on the attack down this right hand side, carries it out towards the midfield area. Lovely pass inside once again, gets possession back in her hands. Maeve Monaghan heading towards the 45. The Tyrone defensive 45 is picked up once again by the big midfielder there from Monaghan, McQuillan, who her fist pass went all the way over the end line, or has it almost. Just shows you the strength of the wind, Eilish.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult conditions, I'll tell you, and it's a credit to both teams out here. I know we get the odd blink of sunshine, but it's a credit to both teams with the pace that they're attacking this game at.
Yeah,
we're only in the first 10 minutes here still. 8
absolutely,
minutes.
very entertaining game of football so far. Oh, a poor kick out, or has it? No, it's gone down towards the corner back, and it's Jane Lyons who picks it up once again. She's been extremely busy in this opening quarter. Wasn't the greatest pass away, but
I think the referee has just spotted a wee push off the ball there, so I think she's awarded a free back here. Just so to be fair to the referee, she is very well up with the play the whole time here. She hasn't, she's not 5 yards away from the play a lot of the time.
She certainly is. Siobhan Coyle doing a good job so far in the game. Possession now once again with Tyrone. They've got it way across the far side. On a heavy hit there on once again on Lyons, but she holds on to it to her credit and wins the free. Emma Jane Garvin takes the free, moves it out towards the centre half back. That's Emma Higgerty way across the far side. Emma Higgerty making good progress, looking for Evie McHugh inside, or is she? Referee says there's a foul there. She jumped into the tackle, I think, and it will be a free for Monaghan. Again, slightly harsh from a Tyrone perspective, but you can see why the free was given. Slightly
harsh there, particularly that big hit that just happened a second or two before it. I know she gave the free on Jane Lyons, but that was a massive hit at that stage in the game.
Yeah, just a wee bit of attention required for the Monaghan player. But possession will be Monaghan's from the free kick here, and it's Jodie McQuillan that'll have the free. She has ball in hand at the minute. Maybe going to like to go sideways. She does indeed across the field towards Maeve Monaghan, right this near side, gives it out towards the wing half back Emer Trainer making a good bit of progress forward. Selena McCarroll trying to get the tackle in there, but Trainer has won the free, and once again it's Rosemary Courtney that's going to take this free, or is she going to leave it? Yeah, I think Jodie McQuillan fancies this one.
I would expect her to have a go in that conditions, and I see Monaghan are definitely playing with plenty of width here too. I see Emma Haggerty trying to set us a sweeper, which is very difficult in that wind, that they can bypass you very easily here.
Just beyond the 45 metre line, she kicks up high in there. That's a lovely strike of the ball. Sinead McVeigh, brilliant piece of goalkeeping from that Tyrone girl, comes out, wins possession of the ball, and the Mertown girl launches possession away at that right hand side. Very solid under the high ball there.
That's bread and butter for Sinead. She loves the ball coming in like that, so, and it was a great kick, and actually I'd say if she had another crack from the same position, I think she would Jodie would have made a difference in that. She would have put a little bit more on it.
Look at McCaffrey running through the middle once again. Solid run from her and towards Evie McHugh. Evie McHugh has options out to her right hand side. She's going to have a shot and goal. She kicks it in and out to the left of the post and wide. And that's only Tyrone's opening wide of the game. In fact, it's the opening wide of the game, believe it or not. And it's came from a Tyrone perspective, but there's a good chance for a goal there. And maybe she had options.
Yeah, there probably was. I would say Chloe had made a brilliant incisive run there, passed it off to Avian, but obviously she's a midfielder. She probably would have fancied if there was a good runner coming off her shoulder to be able to pop it out. She did take the shot under a wee bit of pressure, and unfortunately skewed it wide. We got nothing from it, unfortunately.
That's the voice of Ailey Scormley from Carrickmore, of course. We're here in Musa for this Lidl National League Division 2B game between Tyrone and Monaghan, and the scoreline at the minute 4 points to 2 in favour of Monaghan, another free. They do have a fairly significant breeze here in this opening half, and a good chance for Chloe McBride once again to land another free for the Monaghan girls. This one out a wee bit further out to the right than her last couple of shots. Good solid contact once again. That's a super piece of free taking.
Excellent free taking. I see, and the importance of having a Kyoto leg-footed free taker on your team, very important on a day like today. Monaghan's frees have all come on this side, 3 of them I think, Damien, that suited the left-footed kicker.
Yeah, Monaghan lead 5 points to 2. They do have a significant breeze, as we say, in this opening half. There's 12 and a half minutes gone in the opening half, and it's Farney girls that lead in the game. But here come Tyrone once again. Tyrone haven't been without their opportunities. as they go on the attack once again. Ball in towards that inside line where Niamh O'Neill has one possession of the ball. Good solid run from O'Neill. She's looking for a danger, very much a danger girl for Monaghan's perspective. Kicks it in and over the bar. A lovely point from a Tyrone perspective. The goal might well have been on for a second, but still it's a good score.
Fantastic score. Niamh is a superb target woman. That came from a good play from full back there. Kiva McGee run out. So a great build, came all the way up the pitch, and Niamh, no better woman in there to finish a shot like that.
Yeah, good piece of football from Tyrone. And they're keeping themselves in contact with Monaghan at this stage, aren't they?
They definitely are. I think Monaghan obviously are sitting there pressing our kick out very well, and they're also protecting their D here. I see quite a number of their players. They're very well drilled. They know what they're about here too. Ball
into O'Neill once again. And a good piece of goalkeeping. Excellent piece of goalkeeping once again. Rebecca Mooney called on for the second time in the game, really, as she made a brilliant save earlier on, and a good piece of solid goalkeeping there from her as possessions moved away out on the far side. And here come the Monaghan girls once again through their wing half forward. This time it's Amy Garland. Amy Garland has possession, runs just in front of her bench over there, runs into a spot of bother. Chloe McCaffrey's closing her down fairly quickly, but it gives it out towards Emma Clark, and referee Siobhan Coyle has spotted an infringement, and it's going to be a Monaghan free kick.
Yeah, good refereeing from Siobhan as well. She had the hand up there signifying the first free, but she allowed the advantage. When no advantage arose, she's given the free. So Monaghan playing with plenty of width here. I see a lot of their players hugging the sidelines, both sides of the pitch. And
here come Monaghan once again. They've got the possession to their wing half back, Abby McCary. Possession once again. Launched into that inside forward line, and it's out over the end line and wide. Monaghan's opening wide of the game, just a wide apiece. The scoreline remains at 5 points to 3. And Sinead McVeigh has a kick out once again. Just hand me that programme a second there. Let's just double check there's a name there that is Abby McCary. It's just, it wasn't written down very clearly in my notes, but it is McCary. It's possession brilliantly won by Solana McCarroll in the midfield area once again. Lovely off-field possession now towards Emma Jean Gervin, who's playing in a deep role, moves up the field. She's looking for McCaffrey. McCaffrey gets it at the second time of asking, moves into that inside forward line and then kicks with the left boot. Was dropping in short. Goalkeeper made an error there, but Siobhan Coyle, the referee, has spotted an infringement, and I think it's going to be a free in for Tyrone in a second. She's just double checking. There's an injury to a Tyrone player way down on her right hand side here, and she's going to check on the well-being of that player before giving that free, I think. Yeah,
I think that player got injured. I'm not actually sure who it is. Just whenever Slana McCarroll had made that nice catch, there was a few players in together there. So, but good refereeing again from Siobhan. I think Chloe definitely had picked up maybe a minor foul up there. So, still a difficult free to get. It's what is it, outside the D?
Yeah, well, I see all the Tyrone players moving away from it, so they seem to think it might be a free out. We'll see what the decision is in a minute.
They do look to be given a free out. I see the goalkeeper's got the ball in hand here at the minute.
Emma Haggerty, the Donaghmore girl, has got back to her feet. Good to see that. And Siobhan Coyle going heading back up the field to play here again. Did she blow that for that foul? It must be a free out by the looks of it. Oh no, yes,
she may just stop play, so it's a restart here.
Yeah. Possession out this near side into the hands of McCary. She goes to ground, slips on the surface, gives it out towards her. They've sent a half back. That's Rosemary Courtney. Courtney under spotted pressure, illegal pressure. Dervla Gallagher, the girl, called for it on this occasion, and it will be a free kick to Monaghan just inside their own half of the field. Ball's launched forward once again, but is the wind going to take it away from centre half forward Atkinson? It looks like it is. And it's going to be a sideline ball to Tyrone.
The wind's equally difficult to play with here for the Monaghan girls, trying to judge their kicking here. That's the last 2 or 3 balls they've had. They've kicked them a wee bit too far over the sideline, over the end line. So it's equally difficult to be able to manage this.
Yeah, it certainly is. Possession now in the hands of Emma Jean Gerben. Been extremely busy, but she's a real athlete. She gets it right through the pitch and makes a lot of good runs. She's
an excellent player, and she's always snuffing out danger. She's watching and stopping fires wherever she sees them arise, so she covers a lot of ground. So I presume in the second half, when we have the wind, we'll see her a wee bit more up the field, but she's happy enough to sit back there and help her defence at the minute.
Sinead McVeigh with the kick, the free just outside her own the 13 metre line. Possession away at the far side. Now it's into the hands of Jane Lyons once again, who's made a lot of progress in this open half once again for Tyrone's perspective. Gives it forward, gives it into the hands of Raverty. Raverty moves possession up to that far side. It's Tyrone, and got it back It's Grania Rafferty once again. Rafferty plays the ball forward, looking for, is that Niamh O'Neill in there?
Niamh O'Neill, yes.
It is indeed. Possession now to Chloe McCaffrey. McCaffrey has possession of the ball, and she's a strong runner.
Here.
She's got possession, she's put jersey pulled back, but she rips it in and over the bar, and another score for Tyrone. Oh, what a score it is.
A fantastic score there, and again, good refereeing. She allowed the play to develop there, so Chloe and Niamh together and linking up play along with Grania Rafferty. It was a super move from Tyrone. Great score.
Tyrone up to 4, Monaghan on 5. Tyrone, remember, and that's the water break. Of course, the water break hasn't disappeared from the girls' game, and it is after 18 minutes. The opening water break has been taken, and there's 5 points to 4. Monaghan. Tyrone, I think, from Tyrone perspective, first of all, they'll be delighted with just being a point behind that win.
I think so, yeah. Tyrone have worked very hard for all their scores. I think they've all come from play, Damien, am I right? And they've worked very hard getting up the field against that bit of a breeze. Likewise, Monaghan have pressed our kick out very well, so they'll have a lot of. They'll be very happy with a lot of their work coming in the first half, the first half of the first half. I suppose Tyrone probably will have to look at their fouling here, maybe down the field. They've given away those few scoreable frees, and certainly with 2 good free takers that Monaghan have, they can't afford to do that much longer.
Yeah, Monaghan's 4 out of Monaghan's points have come from frees, 1 from play, and all of Tyrone's scores, all 4 of Tyrone's scores have come from play. So Kevin McChrystal, what's he going to be saying over there, Eilish, during this wee break?
I would imagine Kevin would be happy for the next 13 minutes if Tyrone can keep it tight and try and keep the ball up the field. Obviously, he'll be wanting them to cut down their fouling, I suppose, down this bottom end. A wee bit more running and making themselves available for Sinead when she's taking her kickouts. Monaghan are pressing, as I said, so it is more challenging for Sinead to get the ball out. But I think he'll generally be very pleased with the work rate. Tyrone have a lot of off-the-shoulder runners coming, so and they are working any of their scores. They've generally worked the full length of the pitch to get over the bar.
So the kick out will be for Rebecca Mooney on the 20-metre line on our left hand side as the sun comes out again, and it actually feels slightly warm once again, believe it or not, on this blustery wintry day here in Cookstown at the Musa Centre. And it's here we go with Chloe McCaffrey. Once again, another run from McCaffrey bursting through the centre. She goes to ground. Referee says there's another free there, and she's so dangerous running from deep, isn't she?
Oh, she's fantastic. She's a joy to watch when she's in full flow now. She's a brilliant player, and she's a lot of very good players around her. Monaghan certainly have the work cut out trying to mark Chloe here as well. It's an absolute credit to both teams, the conditioning of these girls and their fitness levels here on such a terrible day to be given all their commitment at the minute is super.
It certainly is. The free kick will be
Niamh O'Neill.
Niamh O'Neill kicking up towards the goals on her left hand side. The breeze just dies slightly, and she kicks it up high, very high, through the post and over the bar. And Tyrone are on level terms. They're up to 5 points. Latest scorer from a Tyrone perspective, Niamh O'Neill from the free.
It's excellent, and I would say the Monaghan team now will be hoping in their water break they'll be telling the girls to try and tag on a few more scores. I'm sure when they've got this breeze they'll be looking to build very quickly down the pitch here.
Yeah, they certainly will be. Possession away across the far side. They've got it once again from Tyrone's perspective. They'll be trying to win possession, move it out the field of play, and Tyrone have a bit of defending to do here, and they've managed to do it just about.
Tackle from Katie Murphy there from Trulloch, and there's Sinead coming out with the ball here now. So if Tyrone can capitalise now in this little bit of a gap that's appeared up the pitch,
and a free that has been given by Siobhan Coyle. Conditions got slightly better in the last couple of moments.
Slightly better, slightly warmer. It's very challenging for us here today, but you know, it's great to see the people out here watching this game today too, because it would have been very, very easy for an awful lot of people, I suppose, to stay at home today, but there's a good bit of support for both teams here.
Yeah, possession once again is Tyrone's. As they come out the field once again, they've got a chance here for a shot on goal. They've get it in towards McCaffrey. McCaffrey has possession, but she gives it out. Once again, pressure raised, pressure coming from the Monaghan girls. They've won it, and they should win a free, you'd have thought, from that perspective, and they have done. And
yeah, excellent play from Rosemary Courtney there at centre half back, winning that ball back, and certainly you can see the Tyrone players are looking for Chloe now. Every time they get the ball, they've recognised she's the threat. You can also see the Monaghan players starting to move to her quicker because they identify the threat there as well. Yeah,
possession once again is Monaghan's. They're heading up through the field of play. They've got it and they've given it away. Niamh O'Neill in there to win it back, but the referee Siobhan Coyle spotted another free.
Yeah, that's right. Rosemary Courtney was definitely fouled going out through there. Once the ball was miscued, then she came back and awarded the free, rightly so. So
the free kick will be taken by Judy McCull plays the ball inside, looking for another score here. Atkinson, the captain. Is she going to have a shot on her left foot? No, she turns it down. Monaghan working the ball inside once again. They've got it into corner forward. Emma Clarkin, but the ball drops in short, and easy as you like. Sinead McVeigh just picks it up, takes possession out once again, and Tyrone can clear the lines, or can they? Yeah, they've done it through. Is that Monroe? Yeah, Monroe plays it out to field to play once again, out towards Emma Jean Gervin away across the far side, and here they come through Niamh O'Neill, or Niamh Hughes rather. Niamh Hughes racing forward, but she's taken to the ground on that occasion.
Yeah, and a great take from Sinead in goals there. She won the ball, she passed it out, and then she ran out to offer an option. So Karen Monroe and Niamh Hughes, they've worked the ball up to halfway and cleared the danger there for that move.
Tyrone will have a free across the far side, but a wee bit of attention required for Niamh Hughes. And there's plenty of pace in this Tyrone team if they can, with the likes of Hughes and Gervin and McCaffrey, isn't there?
Absolutely, plenty of pace, the bit of height obviously that Chloe and Niamh bring to the game, along with the likes of Karen Monroe, Aoibhinn Mehew in midfield. But I say Monaghan have plenty of very athletic players here, plenty of height as well. Muireann Atkinson here at number 11 looks very handy player. I know down there, I felt she should have kicked on her left foot there, but she turned back onto her right and gave the hand pass back inside. But plenty of good skill on display from both teams here at the minute.
Yeah, certainly is.
And just as we speak, there's the wind starting to pick up again, just making it challenging for the last 10 minutes.
Been very impressive as well. It's Jane Lyons moving forward once again. She got possession in towards McCaffrey, back into the hands of McCaffrey. McCaffrey got an option here on the left hand side, but once again Monaghan come out with possession of the ball. A good piece of defending in there from the centre half back Rosemary Courtney. And but for that, Eilish, Tyrone were in.
They were in for a goal there. We had Dervla Gallagher there on the edge of the line, on the edge of the D, just waiting on a pop pass across. A great move, a great catch, a one-handed catch from Niamh O'Neill there, just to keep that ball alive earlier. So yeah, it would have been nice to have the goal there, but good defensive play from Monaghan.
Monaghan can take possession out. They've got their corner forward all the way out there. Casey Traynor to try and win a wee bit of ball from a Monaghan perspective as they move the ball forward once again. They're playing with the advantage here. The long ball's been launched forward towards Atkinson, but it's going to go out over the end line and wide, and another wide for Monaghan.
And unfortunately that time the referee had her hand up for the advantage and she allowed the play to develop. That's and then the kick just went too far, so it's a wee bit sore because you don't get anything out of your advantage then at that point. I
see Kieran Kearns across the far side. He'd be pretty disappointed from a Monaghan perspective. They haven't turned more of these possessions into scores.
Yeah, absolutely. I would have thought with a breeze like that now Monaghan would have been looking to go in 4 or 5 points ahead, but we've still whatever 5 or 6 minutes and a half to go, so we'll not speak too soon. Tyrone, as we said, that Tyrone actually just misfired that kick out over the sideline, so
the sideline's been taken and it's launched in, and that would be an absolutely incredible score.
Unbelievable.
That's an incredible score from Chloe McCaffrey, or not from Chloe McCaffrey, Chloe McBride rather. Chloe McBride from the Monaghan perspective from the sideline, and well, they talk about Morris Fitz and the boys kicking balls over the sideline. That's an incredible score.
That's as good as a score as you'll see anywhere in the country today. It was absolutely outstanding kick there from the number 14 from Monaghan, and she fancied her chances there, and she's got that bit of a breeze. I think in the second half, those Monaghan players won't be able to do those kinds of things, but that's the danger they're posing to Tyrone at the minute.
Yeah, certainly is. It's Monaghan 6, it's Tyrone 5. It's almost. Just to check that the time here is about 20 odd minutes gone in the game, and from Tyrone's perspective, well, they've got possession back once again. They've got it into the hands of Gráinne Rafferty going forward. She moves the ball in towards Niamh O'Neill. Niamh O'Neill has options out to her right hand side. One of them's Emma Jean Gervin. She looks around, has options there. McCaffrey bursting run through the centre once again, rips it in over the bar, and another powerful run from McCaffrey has equalised the scores, 6 apiece. And a great point from Tyrone once again.
An absolutely brilliant point, and another little bit lower that was going to rip the top of the net there. So great run from Chloe. Just delayed her run, came off the shoulder very late and ripped it over the bar.
6 points apiece here in Musa and Cookstown, and possession once again is from a Tyrone perspective. They move possession back out the field. They've got possession away across the far side is Monaghan's at this stage. And as I say, 6 points apiece. Sideline has been won by Tyrone.
Yeah,
and they just seem to be slightly more on top of this Monaghan side at the minute.
Yeah, definitely. There's the little moment over there where Tyrone are showing a lot of aggression now, trying to not let the Monaghan players come out with the ball too quick, where they obviously identify if they get across that halfway line, they're a real threat going up the field. So Tyrone trying to press them back in here.
Here goes Imogen Gervin up through the centre once again, looks to move it across towards our midfielder Aoife McHugh, but once again Monaghan sticking to their guns. They've got possession now and they're launching it down this near side where they're trying to get it to Atkinson.
And good covering there from
Kieran
Kevin
Atkinson. But possession has been taken away by the fullback, Troon's fullback, Kevin McGee. McGee moves it out this near side in towards Dervla Gallagher. Gallagher looks ahead of her, has an option there. Slana McCarroll. Slana McCarroll goes to ground, picks up possession, manages to just boot it up that sideline towards Niamh O'Neill, back towards McCarroll. McCarroll trying to win it back. Neat little soccer pass inside. There's a chance here for Tyrone, back towards O'Neill, but it's once again great defending from the Monaghan perspective. Fullback Duffy done extremely well. Jennifer Duffy did very well, but the referee spotted another free. It will be a free into Tyrone, is it? Or is it going to be a hot ball?
I think it's a hot ball. It was absolutely brilliant defending from Monaghan there, and perhaps Tyrone was maybe just one pass too many. Maybe they should have taken the score when it presented. Yeah. But obviously, yes, ruthless. They had a sniff of goals and they thought they would go for it. So yeah, hot ball here.
So the hot ball will be on the 20-metre line as the wind and rain batters in once again. We're just trying to keep the mics as clear as possible. We'll do our best here, but it's very exposed here in Musa. Possession once again is Tyrone's. They got it back to Dervla Gallagher. Dervla Gallagher looks around. She has an option there, and Emma Jane Gervin. She runs into a bit of a pocket, and referee says she's illegally pushed the Monaghan player away, and it will be a free out to Monaghan, and Tyrone will have a bit of defending to do shortly.
Bit of defending, and I make it about 3 minutes of normal time left here, so we'll see what injury time there is. So Monaghan will certainly be looking to tap on a couple of more scores here before to get a bit of a comfort blanket going into half time.
Yeah, so it's Monaghan and Tyrone here in this Lidl National League Division 2B game in Musa in Cookstown, and it's 6 points apiece, and the free kick will be taken shortly by the Monaghan goalkeeper Rebecca Mooney. Rebecca, is she going to go short with it? She does indeed, out towards Lauren Garland, under spot of pressure from Niamh O'Neill, but gives it out towards Abby McCary. McCary moves it on out that far side. Monaghan just working hard to get their space cleared. Now towards centre half back Rosemary Courtney. Courtney on out towards midfielder Jodie McQuillan. McQuillan cuts back inside once again to Courtney, and had a neat little pass out towards the wing half forward position where Lauren Jones picks up possession, and Monaghan have done well to work it out towards the 45, the Tyrone 45-metre line. Chance for Courtney here out on this right hand side. She elects to hold on to possession of the ball. Now she's found a wee bit of space to go through, but Tyrone coming across to try and break up possession. Once again it is Monaghan that have the attack on the attack to the midfielder McQuillan. McQuillan pulls the trigger from way out the field, but that goes out to the left of the post and wide.
Yeah, it was a good effort actually, and really well worked out. Monaghan opted to go short with that last kick out, and they worked it through the hands there up the field. It was unlucky, outside of the boot, kick just tailed to the side.
Yeah, it'll be Sinead McVeigh with a kick out very shortly down on our right hand side, out towards centre half back Emma Haggerty, and Tyrone can move possession on out towards Slana McCarroll, back into the hands of Haggerty once again. Now was Emma Jane Gervin. Emma Jane Gervin got a bit of a belt in the mouth there. She ran into that last tackle, and it will be a free, is it? Or
yeah,
is it
I think it's a free. I think she was stopped dead in her tracks there. She seems to have taken it in a facial injury maybe. Oh, she's okay maybe, is she?
Yeah, it's one of those ones. She ran into a bit of a tackle. It's maybe more towards shoulder injury, is it?
And she was coming with significant pace too, so I don't think there was any malice there.
Significant pace. Every time she gets possession of the ball, she's moving at pace. It's Jane Lyons once again from Tyrone.
Jane has had an absolutely fantastic first half here. She's been plenty of balls. She's won a lot of balls.
Very impressive, but as you say that,
we've just cursed
her. Overcarried possession of the ball, and Monaghan have another chance. Launch the ball right in. Remember, they're playing with that strong breeze in this opening half, and they haven't made the best of it. Ball bouncing over the end line and wide over there, and it's Monaghan 6 points, Tyrone 6 points here in Musa. And
I think the challenge for Tyrone obviously going into the second half will be to learn these lessons, about the distance that ball's travelling there, to be able to not let that ball sail over the end line like that.
You certainly need your inside forwards playing as an inside forward right in on that end line, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah.
And keep possession alive.
You can't really afford to kick here from 45 metres unless you're shooting. Other than that, your kick pass, you need to give it from about 60 metres out because the wind's carrying it that far.
Yeah, Emma Jane Gervin really trying to direct the ball there towards McCarroll on the far side, but it didn't manage to do so. She kicked out over the sideline over there. Monaghan have a chance. 6 points apiece, as we say, and if Chloe McBride can kick it from one side, can
It's Jodie McQuillan, I think, is
Judy
it?
McQuillan take it from the other side. Well, she goes short with it. She's legs against it, kicks it towards Lauren Jones, back towards McQuillan. McQuillan trying to burst through a couple of tackles, kicks it up high in the air, swinging round and in and out to the left and wide, and another wide from Monaghan's perspective. And well, Monaghan came away last week with 2 points, beating Cavan 10 points to 9. A very close game that was. I think Atkinson had the winner that day, Murian Atkinson, and it was a captain's performance that got them over the line.
Again, a big press on the Tyrone kick out there from Monaghan, in the sense that they're into the last minute or so here of time. We're into injury time at the minute.
And it's her kick gone again. It goes out to the right this time and wide, and you can see the frustration starting to build in the Monaghan side. Maybe they'll be a better team into the breeze in the second half.
That's it. Many times you go out to play, and you know, a win never won a game for anybody, but certainly you know, it's a benefit if you can manage it well. But it's very difficult to play with the breeze here as well. And there goes the whistle.
There goes the whistle for the half time here in Musa. It's 6 points apiece at the break. And from Tyrone's perspective, playing into a very stiff breeze in that opening half, they'll be absolutely delighted with that first half performance.
Yeah, I think Tyrone will be very pleased with that so far. The Monaghan had threatened at that stage, I think 10-15 minutes in, to take a run away with the game. And Tyrone staged a good comeback. Most of their scores coming from play there, obviously. So Tyrone will be very pleased with it. For those people at home, I'm sure they're going to be flicking the kettle on now, Damien. They'll be a lot warmer than we are here.
Yeah, well, if they can send us something over, we'll be happy enough. But the half-time score here from Musa in Cookstown, it's Tyrone 6 points, it's Monaghan 6 points. Join us again in about 10 minutes to bring you full second half coverage from this Lidl National League Division 2B game here in Cookstown. Welcome back to Musa here in Cookstown. Bit of a correction for you at the scoreline at half time. It appears the referee has got a 6-5 for Monaghan in her book, so that's the one we have to stick to. So I'm not too sure if we look back from the scoring perspective, Eilish, who they've said didn't score from a Tyrone perspective, but the referee is the sole arbiter in terms of the scoreline, and she has 6-5 in favour of Monaghan at the break. So Tyrone, player of the breeze in the second half, are up and running.
Yeah, I was a bit surprised by that. I thought the 6 scores were fairly clear, but anyway, as you say, it's on video. We'll watch it back, but the referee score is the key score we have to go by.
Yeah, and a free right at the start of the second half for Monaghan, and a chance for them to take possession into Tyrone half of the field. It's Murian Atkinson that has the free on the 45-metre line, just kicking up towards the goals on her left, kicking into the breeze in the second half. Be interesting to see how Monaghan cope with playing into the breeze.
Yeah, and I see Emma Brennan's on here actually for Dervla Gallagher as well.
Ball is being kicked in. It's been moved around the outside of the arc of the D in towards Chloe McBride. There was a change actually as well, a very late change on the Monaghan team. It appears the goalkeepers now was Orna Kelly and not Rebecca Mooney in that opening half. So with Rebecca Mooney down for making a couple of excellent saves, but this should be attributed to Orna Kelly. Orna Kelly, who was a late change just before the beginning of the game, so our apologies to Orna. And here Monaghan go once again through Atkinson, kicks it up high in the air, and has she got the score? Murian Atkinson, it looks good from here, it's in and over the bar.
Absolutely brilliant score there from Murian Atkinson there, and it hung in the wind. There was a little bit of a doubt from our side here for whether that was going to come in or not, but the umpires had no doubt. It was absolutely brilliant score.
So 7-5 now in favour of Monaghan. The kick out comes from McVeigh, and look at that kick out in the second half, launches it way down the field to the opposite 45-metre line, but Monaghan deal with it very well there, and they've got possession now through their wing half back, and that's Avi McCary. McCary has possession of the ball, looks to go short, moves it out towards our cornerback. The girl that has it now is Lauren Garland. Garland looks around, gives it to the fullback there, Jennifer Duffy. Back to Duffy's hands once again. Monaghan playing a short, sharp passing game in the start of the second half. They'll have to carry it into the breeze here, and possession now once again in the hands of wing half forward Lauren Jones. Lauren Jones heads towards the edge of the knee. She looks like she's fouled on that occasion. Referee agrees. Emma Hegarty giving away the foul on that occasion, and a chance for Monaghan to extend the lead out to 3, and they've made a great start in the second half.
A great start, yeah, it was a good move there, and Tyrone need to learn their lessons here. Sinead, last kick out, I think it went to the opposition 45, and we had nobody down there to pick it up, so it takes a wee bit of time to judge the wind as well when it's for you.
Ball in and over the bar. Monaghan are up to 8 points now, 8 points to 5, a 3-point gap in the game, and the girl that got the score there is a midfielder, Jodie McQuillan, and she has got her first score of the second half.
Massive kick out again from Sinead.
Massive kick out again from Sinead is right. Just the score before that, I missed the score before that. Eilish, Monaghan score.
Murian Atkinson,
that was Murian Atkinson, that's right. And just keeping a wee note of them here in the book as possession once again with the Monaghan girls. They've got it to Lauren Jones once again. Lauren Jones making great progress, and Monaghan, there's a real bite to this Monaghan team at the start of the second half. Tyrone really haven't come out at all.
No, but a great block there from Jane Lyons there, a partial block to stop that dangerous shot going in there. So Tyrone now, this is their first attack here. They're playing with 2 players up front, so if they can get a long ball in.
Racing away down that far side, she's fouled, the referee says, but she still holds on to possession. Referees hasn't there's no advantage accruing there, so it will be a free kick to Tyrone. And is that Chloe McCaffrey away across the far side is going to take this one?
Yeah, it's Chloe McCaffrey. I'd fancy her to have a go with this as well with that breeze.
8 points to 5 in favour of Monaghan. We thought we had it 6 each at the break, but referee, well, Siobhan Coyle had it at 6-5 to Monaghan, so it's now 8-5 in favour of Monaghan. The free will be to Tyrone, and a chance for Tyrone to get another score on the board, but this is way out the pitch. Ball dropping in towards the edge of the square. Who's going to win it? Monaghan girls are in there in numbers. The possession is theirs once again, and there's going to be a free. And Siobhan Coyle, the referee, has called a free for Monaghan, just on the edge of their own square.
Yeah, Chloe just didn't seem to catch that right at all. It sort of skewed off her boot there for a stage, so I think she'll take the feedback from that kick and be able to hopefully replicate or fix it in the next chance she gets.
Lidl National Football League Division 2 action here for you this afternoon in Musa and Cookstown. Tyrone up against Monaghan. Monaghan victorious last week over Cavan. Tyrone going down to Armagh. And I'm joined at co-coms this afternoon with by Eilish Gormley. And possession will be to Monaghan's now, and the girl Orna Kelly who's in goals for Monaghan. Kicks the ball out very short out towards centre half back. Rosemary Courtney moves it away on out the field, and Monaghan going attacking away across the far side. Carry it out beyond the 65-metre line, and they're still in possession of the ball.
Too long.
But the referee says that's over carrying, and the person who gave it away on this occasion was Amy Garland, and Tyrone are on the attack through Chloe McCaffrey. McCaffrey, neat little pass inside. Tyrone, can I get a score here? They can indeed. Clip it in over the bar. That's Chloe Monroe.
That was Emma Brennan.
Emma Brennan, was it?
Emma Brennan came on there at half time, number 5.
She's wearing 5. Apologies to that. So it's Emma Brennan with the opening score for Tyrone the second half.
Yeah, a great score there and a good ball in to Emma from Chloe McCaffrey there. So just interested in watching the Monaghan taking this kick out here. Tyrone are still sitting with a sweeper back here in Emma Hegarty. I'd like to see them press up a wee bit more to put the pressure on against the breeze.
Yeah, not much need for a sweeper whenever you're playing that defence. But here comes Tyrone. Oh, good piece of goalkeeping from Kelly once again. Tyrone were in there. They had a chance to get another score on the board. But Monaghan defending in numbers, defending well. And they've got possession now through their corner back there, Laura Garland, who did very, very well. Possession now in the hands of Kelsey Maguire, who's on the field to play. If her number is the same as the one that we were given beforehand. And possession now, Monaghan's, as they come out the field to play through their corner forward. That's Emma Clerkin.
And the wind has picked up significantly here, Damien, in these last few minutes again, so it just makes things a wee bit more challenging for both teams.
The wind's picked up, but the rain has stayed away, which is a good thing. And as we say that, we get the first few spits of rain back again. But here goes Monaghan through the centre once again. They've got a chance here. They've got it to cross the Wick or no, it's now into the hands of Trainer. Heavy tackle within a Trainer there, but she managed to hold on to possession. Gives it out towards McCary. McCary kicks it up high in the air, drops away out to the left, and the wind dealt for that one.
Yeah, bit of a let off for Tyrone there at that point. I think if the pass had went initially to the player, the first player, it would have been definitely a score there. So Tyrone were able to box it out. Absolutely.
Sinead McVeigh, what's she going to do with this kick out? She has the ability to kick this long down through the centre. Once again, ball dropping in there, brilliantly dealt with. Or is it by the Monaghan girl? No, it's picked up by Tyrone once again. Emma Hegarty moves it out towards McCaffrey. McCaffrey has options out to her left hand side. McCaffrey in possession of the ball. Good run from McCaffrey right down through the centre. Still McCaffrey has it. Kick goes in, easily dealt with by Orna Kelly in the Monaghan goals. Chloe McCaffrey had other options there, Eilish.
Yeah, absolutely, and a point would have been a good score at that point. She didn't seem to catch that kick at all, but again, we're not going to tell Chloe McCaffrey how to play football. She's a star right there in her own right.
Possession is Monaghan's away across the far side. They carry it out, and once again they've overcarried possession of the ball. Tyrone working hard to win it back, and there's a real bite not only to the breeze in the second half, but to what's going on the pitch as well. It's Aoife McHugh has it for Tyrone, gives it towards Lana McYarl. She goes down through the middle once again. She managed to flick possession back towards McCrew. McCrew tries to play the possession. No, it wasn't the greatest pass in the world, and Monaghan should deal with this, or should they? No, there's Niamh O'Neill trying to work hard to get it. Monaghan have got it in the shape of their captain now, Marion Atkinson. Ball away into that inside forward line, where it goes in towards full forward. McBride picks it up possession, but is fouled. And once again, Aoife McHugh is that call for the foul there. Monaghan just looking around for options, and Rosemary Courtney not in any particular hurry. She kicks it 30 yards back into her own defence, where it's been picked up now by McCary. McCary transfers it across. Monaghan playing a bit of keep ball here. It's dangerous football on a windy, blustery day, but they've got possession now through Kelsey Maguire. Maguire making good progress up the field of play. Gives it out now towards her wing half back, where it's Abby McCary. McCary onto the hands of Casey Trainer. Casey Trainer taken to the ground unceremoniously there by Emma Jane Garvin, and Emma Jane probably going to have to
go into the book, is she?
Conversation with Siobhan Coyle.
Just in that period of play, you can see the entire squads. Basically, the two teams are up the field here. All that's left in the other half of the pitch is the Monaghan goalkeeper and Niamh O'Neill from Tyrone, and one of the Monaghan players marking her. Everybody else is on up the pitch, squeezing.
But it's been a different Monaghan side in the first 5-10 minutes of the second half, hasn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. They've definitely come out there and they're running the ball through the hands a lot more. Obviously, they've identified the win being a challenge, and that's a yellow card there for, I think it's Emma Jane.
So that's a sin bin, is it?
That's a sin bin, yeah. So Emma Jane has 10 minutes playing time. So just 9.5 minutes here on my clock, which has gone off.
From Tyrone perspective,
a massive blow. But Tyrone have also played the first 9 minutes of this half playing with a sweeper. You know, where really they didn't need to be doing that. So perhaps they'll just go person for person up the pitch now.
So the kick will be for the midfielder there, Jodie McQuillan. He kicks it up high in the air, but it's hanging out to the right hand side of the post. Shane McVeigh dealt with it very well, just punches away. Emma Mulgrew adds a wee bit more to it, and here comes Lena McCarroll. McCarroll launches one away down the field, looking for options inside, and just tries to find the player that you want. It's Grania Rafferty on towards O'Neill, and there's a chance here for Tyrone. Emma Brennan off the post and back out into play. Emma Brennan, brilliant goal chance, but Tyrone just not getting the rub of the green here.
No.
And Monaghan have won possession, won the free.
Well, they absolutely did everything right there in that play. It was a lovely ball here from Slana McCarroll that released that attack on the far side. So I think they did everything right, just that wee bit of luck, as you say, at the end of it. And the Monaghan keeper stood herself well there, Orna Kelly.
41st minute of the game, it's 8 points to 6 in favour of Monaghan, and here come the Monaghan girls again, way across the far side. They have possession out through, I believe that's Rosemary Courtney over there, but she's giving it away, has she? The ball is now back in the hands of Tyrone once again, in the hands of Chloe McCaffrey. McCaffrey goes to ground. Referee says that is a foul, and this could be a booking as well. Or is it a tick in the book? Just a tick in the book, I think, for a minute. There's no hurry for Siobhan Coyle to call the player across. Remember, Tyrone down to 14 players in the minute. Emma Jane Garvin picking up that yellow card a few moments ago. And here come Tyrone once again, out through the centre half back. Emma Haggerty runs into a hefty challenge, but retains possession of the ball. Mulgrew moves possession on. The referee says we need a wee bit of attention for the Monaghan player, and that's understandable. She went down very quickly. Yeah,
to be fair, I think it was a Monaghan free. I think Emma did go into her. I'm not sure she intended it, but she definitely did step into the Monaghan player there. So we'll see what the referee is doing here. Obviously, hopefully the player's okay. That's the first and foremost.
Yeah, it's an ankle injury. So
I have got to give credit to the referee and all the players. The pace of the game here is incredible, and it is, you know, the referee staying well up with the play as well all the time. So it's a credit to all these players that are out today.
Yeah, 8 points to 6 in favour of Monaghan, and possession will be Tyrone's through Slana McCarroll. With a change in the Tyrone team there as well. Grania Rafferty looks like she's gone off. Number 17, I think, is that Sasha Byrne on?
Sasha Byrne's in, yeah, for Grania Rafferty. So it'll be interesting to see how Tyrone. We've just been a wee bit slow to get started.
Emma Haggerty's off, is she? Who's the change, or is it? No, they've left. Is Grania Rafferty still on? I think it's Grania Rafferty still on, and it's Emma Haggerty that's gone off, and Sasha Byrne's in. So the free launched away down once again by McCaffrey, by Slana McCarroll, bounces out over the end line, or is it a free out anyway? From a Monaghan perspective, they've won the free deep in their own half of the field, and it'll be goalkeeper Orna Kelly who takes it, gives it out towards her centre half back. That's Rosemary Courtney over there, very close to the sideline, goes to the ground, picks it up, pursued there by Jane Lyons. But now back in the hands of Orna Kelly once again.
You'd like to see Tyrone squeezing up here a wee bit more whenever Monaghan are against the breeze, trying to get out. It's just a wee bit too easy. Tyrone are sitting off them at the minute.
Now in the opening quarter, the second or third quarter of the game here, and they've got possession away across the far side, and they're working it out up that far side once again out over the 45, and a good piece of battling play there from the wing half-back Emma Trainer, and Emer has won the free for Monaghan.
Yeah, so Tyrone are still sitting with two players back here. There's Slana McCarroll and Avian McHugh, I think, sitting back on the 45-metre line. So really it's just inviting Monaghan to come onto them.
And that's exactly what they're doing. Monaghan on the attack, moving it out over the halfway line. They've got possession now through their wing half forward. That's Lauren Jones. Lauren Jones bounces the ball once, moves back inside once again into a wee bit of traffic. Tyrone putting the heat on, and they've won possession. They've turned the ball over, and it should be move forward towards Sacha Byrne. Sacha Byrne has possession of the ball now. He's looking for a cross towards Gráinne Raverty. Gráinne Raverty moves it inside and towards Emma Brennan. Brennan transfers it on to Slánna McCarr. Slánna McCarr with a kick, has a beautiful kick. It is up high in the air over the bar. And a lovely score from a Tyrone perspective. They're up to 7 points, and it's a 1 point game, 8 points to 7.
A great score from Slánna McCarr. I'd like to see Niamh O'Neill staying on the edge of that square there when Tyrone have got the breeze to be able to hit a few long balls in towards her. She was out around the 45 there, so it would be good to see Tyrone playing with a target in there.
So 45 minutes almost on the clock now, and here comes Tyrone once again through the middle. There's a chance for Tyrone to get a goal here on another piece of brilliant goalkeeping. Ball is in, but and another chance, Sacha Byrne, and it's blocked again, and a kicked over the bar by Niamh O'Neill. And there's a series of chances for Tyrone to get a goal. It ends up a point from a Tyrone perspective.
Fantastic bit of goalkeeping there from Orna Kelly, and to be fair, Tyrone will be delighted to get a goal out of that because it looked like Monaghan had snuffed them out twice, so it was great to get something out of that.
Well, lots of goal opportunities there from a Tyrone perspective, but it's 8 points apiece and they're back on terms again. And we thought they were on terms at half time, but it wasn't the case.
Yeah, that's it. It'll be interesting to review the video footage after, but anyway, as we say, we go with what's in the referee's notebook. It's just coming up now almost to the water break, I think, as well, so Tyrone obviously still down one player to the sin bin.
Certainly are, that's right. They've done all this with 14 players on the field, and well, they'll be keen, I'm sure, to get Emma Jane Gervin back into the action as quickly as possible. She's another few minutes to do on the sin bin, and then she'll be back in the play.
We'll give a big shout out here today to Morris and Ann Kinlan up there in Mahara watching the game. I know that Morris had spent a wee bit of time in hospital, so Morris, you're looking well. Hope you're doing well.
And the Monaghan girls are performing well. They'll be looking to build on the start they had to the second half, but because they've let Tyrone back into it slightly. But here come the girls from Monaghan once again, and it's Casey Trainer. Trainer gives it out towards centre half-back Courtney back in towards Bjorn Atkinson, and Monaghan once again go on the attack. They have a chance here to get a score. Ball in, and it's dropping in but short into the hands of McVeigh, who did very well once again from Tyrone's perspective. And here come Tyrone out the field of play through their fullback, and the fullback is Kiva McGee.
Oh, brilliant, Kiva.
McGee done brilliantly well to move it out towards Slánna McCarr, and Slánna McCarr's pass wasn't the greatest in the world and out over the sideline. So a free kick, or a sideline ball rather, to Monaghan, taken short once again, and it's once again Rosemary Courtney, such a hard working player for this Monaghan side, but she's over carried possession of the ball. And in fairness, Siobhan Coyle's right up a play all the time, isn't she?
She's right up beside the play. Emma Brennan did very well to put the pressure on Rosemary Courtney. They're a very good player, so it'll be interesting now if Tyrone can get a few long balls into the attack. There's one way in.
Ball in towards O'Neill, that inside forward. Sacha Byrne Sacha Byrne has a chance for a shot and goal, and rips it out to the right of the post and wide. Just a wee bit more composure required on that occasion.
Yeah, but good to see a long ball get in now. That's the first long ball we've seen from Tyrone really in this half, and they've got the breeze with them too. And I think a few more long balls may pay dividends.
Yeah, certainly. It's say 8 points apiece. Clock says 47 minutes 10 seconds in the game, and well, everything's up for grabs here. Two very important National League points up for grabs this afternoon here in Musa and Cookstown in the Lidl National Football League Division 2B, as Tyrone have a bit of defending to do this time. Foul has been given away. Monaghan have won the free across the far side, and a wee bit more attention required to a Monaghan player over there.
Yeah, it was certainly going up for a last big quarter here between the teams, and it's just a brilliant to have this game streamed, and all the games streamed across LGFA platform. It's just brilliant to see for anybody to be able to watch at home, unable to get to the game.
+3 conditions here in Cookstown. Thankfully no rain in the second half so far, and Kevin McChrystal just having a yarn with with the referee across there, just inquiring maybe about the fact of when Emma Jane Gervin might be available to slot back in again.
Yeah, so I make it at 19.5 minutes, but that would be off playing, off normal time. So obviously the yellow card in ladies football is 10 minutes playing time, so the fourth official will monitor that.
Number 30's on, Ailey, so you can check just through your programme notes who
number
that might
30
be.
is Jane Drury.
Jane Drury. And once again Tyrone have possession of the ball, Guay across the far side trying to work it out. They've got it through McCaffrey once again. McCaffrey launches a long ball in towards O'Neill and that inside forward line. O'Neill raises to win it. She's got possession, or has she? No, she doesn't. It's dropped away from her, and once again Monaghan come out with it through their wing half-back. Emer Trainer across to this near side into the hands of Lauren Jones. Lauren Jones plays possession on, and here they come at pace now, moving up through the field of play. They've got possession out towards their corner forward. That's Casey Trainer. Making good progress. Trainer trying to get a shot away, but just surrounded by four Tyrone girls. Plays the possession out towards centre half forward. Muriel Atkinson is trying to get a shot away. She hits it up high in the air, but the ball going to drop in short. Sinead McVeigh comes out, punches it, trying to punch it clear, but there's a chance for Monaghan goal here. It's gone in and over the bar. It's gone in and over the bar. Monaghan lead by a single point once again in the game, and it's a number 30.
Jane Drury is number 30.
Jane Drury is the girl who's got the score.
I'm not sure if people at home, I'm sure they can see in that last clip just how much that ball hung in the air there from Muriel Atkinson. So massive pressure on Sinead in there to try and deal with that. And I suppose we're very lucky that from Tyrone's point of view that Monaghan only got a point out of it.
9-8 the scoreline now. Is
Monaghan player injured here.
Emma Jane Gervin, I think, is back into the fold once again. So Tyrone back to their restoring, they're back to their 15 players once again. Another injury down on our right hand side. I think it's the Monaghan full back who might be in a spot of mother, Jennifer Duffy. A bit of a blow for Monaghan if she had to go off. Sinead McVeigh just launches one right down the centre of the field once again, but Monaghan pick it up. They've got possession of the ball, and they've got they're making their way through the centre once again, through their centre half back there. Rosemary Courtney away across the far side, making good progress once again into that half forward line. They kick the ball across, looking for a pass, but Tyrone break up possession once again. Wasn't the greatest pass in the world from Niamh Hughes, and the Monaghan have won a free here, so they've got a free kick on goal here. Referee might just call up possession now. She does indeed, and a free kick to Monaghan in a very scoreable position on a normal day. But this isn't a normal day, really.
Certainly not, and I think, Damien, if I'm right, I think Emma Jane still hasn't returned to play there. I think she's still off there, so Tyrone are still playing with 14 players.
And here come Monaghan once again down through the centre with their midfielder Lauren McQuillan. McQuillan launches away out to that far side. It's ball from Rosemary Courtney. The wind really hammering in on us, so you can hear it probably on our mics. But possession now with the centre half forward, Muriel Atkinson once again. Muriel under Slaughter, a serious amount of pressure. Referee says it's well, play on, she said. There's no issue. It's now with Abby McCary. McCary goes short towards Courtney once again. Back to McCary, and now possession has been moved on into the hands of Kelsey Maguire. Monaghan looking for another score, but referee says a legal tackle there and a free in to Monaghan, and a chance for them to get another score on the board, which would leave them 2 clear, and that would be a big lead in this game. A big lead.
The conditions are just horrendous here for the last few minutes here in terms of the wind and rain, so very, very challenging for everybody, but definitely Monaghan are playing all the football at the minute.
9 points to 8 with a chance for a shot on goal here, or a shot on for a score, and it's looking pretty good for Monaghan, despite the fact that they're playing that stiff breeze in the second half. They've really handled it well, and it's Slana McCarroll that's going through a wee bit of treatment at the minute to get herself back on her feet, but a chance for the midfielder there, Jodie McQuillan, to slot the score, which would put Monaghan 2 clear.
Yeah, on a normal day you would fancy any kicker to put this over the bar, but you know the wind is very, very difficult there. You saw the last couple of kicks went in, just hung in the air.
So McQuillan takes his kick, kicks it up high in the air and slots it in and over the bar.
No mistake.
And a good score it was.
And there's the water break.
And that's the water break, but the water break's been very late in the game.
It's very late, it's 23 minutes on my clock.
Yes, but it's 10 points for Monaghan, 8 points for Tyrone. Tyrone worked really, really hard, at least to come back into the game, but they've let it slip again.
They've just let it slip by. I would have thought now in this period of time, now you can see the goalpost, the significant movement in them, the wind is ferocious there. I would have liked to have seen a few more long balls into the Tyrone forward line. I'd like to have seen them keeping Niamh O'Neill or Chloe right in on the 6-yard box, not letting them come too far out of the pitch, you know. And I think the last ball went in, obviously Niamh didn't win it, but you could see the panic in the Monaghan defence whenever a long ball's coming into it, treacherous forward like that.
Tyrone have had a couple of really good goal chances as well in there.
And they had 2 goal chances, and obviously Orna Kelly made a great save in one. So I definitely think that we would get some dividends if we can get the ball in there a little bit quicker. Monaghan are squeezing us up the pitch. They've, I think, 13 or 14 players were pushing on top of the Tyrone attack. So they're not prepared to sit back at this minute in time. They're going for the game too. Really,
really important last quarter here in Musa and Crookston, this Lidl division 2B game between Tyrone and Monaghan. Monaghan victorious last week over Cavan by a single point. Tyrone defeated by a very strong Armagh side, and well, the conditions absolutely atrocious here now at the minute in terms of weather, rain, wind, everything else. Played on a very good surface, obviously with the 4G here in Crookston, but very, very difficult conditions for both sides. McVeigh with a kick out launches it down this near side. Monaghan trying to win possession of the ball. The ball's going to bounce away over the sideline down here on our right hand side.
So that's exactly where Tyrone need to squeeze now and not let this Monaghan ball come out.
So really, really difficult conditions, as I say. Look at the wind buffeting those posts away down on our left hand side, or the right hand side rather, those low goals. The sideline ball is going to be taken by Tyrone actually, yeah. So it must have come off I believe it came off a Monaghan player, but anyway, ball is bouncing in. Who's going to win possession of the ball? It's been won by Sacha Byrne. Sacha Byrne goes to ground. He's going to win a free. Referee says it is. It should have carried possession of the ball. Well, anyway, it's a free out. I thought that was quite harsh, but Monaghan won the free, and the wind is now absolutely really blowing a gale down into that. Probably a light word for it.
I see Emma Jane's just about to make her way back in here again. This is the 4th official, so that's back to full 15.
So Tyrone.
That was a long period of time off. Obviously, in ladies' football, it's 10 minutes playing time, but it's a good 13, 14 minutes.
Gráinne Rafferty's come off, and now we see number 27 is Caitlin Kelly is actually on. So Caitlin Kelly's come into the Tyrone side. And Monaghan trying to work possession out the field of play once again. They've got it here. Say 10 points to 8. Monaghan leading the game, and here they go once again up through the field of play, way across the far side. They have possession through Emer Jenner. Is it over there? No, it's actually the corner forward across over there is Emma Clarkin.
See, Emma Jane Garvin's actually still off the field of play here. This is
that's right.
This is a long swing.
It definitely has been. Hang on, she's been brought in here now.
That's her in now. She went off on 9.5. Yeah, she went off on 9.5 minutes time, and it's now 24 minutes. So she had a significant period to spend. Ball over the line.
Tyrone's free has gone out over the end line and wide, and Monaghan still in the lead by 2 points, 10 points to 8. In very difficult conditions, to say, here in Musa and Cookstown, in terms of wind and rain, and the biting, freezing wind it is. Ball possession into the hands of Muriel Atkinson. Good player she is. Moves possession out this near side, bounces it twice, moves up this near line. She's still got possession of the ball. A real athlete, and good tackle from Slana McCarroll, knocks it out. It will be a sideline ball to Monaghan, is it? It is indeed. And it's Rosemary Courtney that's going to take the
tremendous run from Muriel Atkinson there up the pitch. She's a brilliant player.
A real athlete is right. Ball possession now. Once again with Rosemary Courtney, a really good ball carries possession away across the far side, and Monaghan just hold on, recycle it. They can use, they've got the 2 point lead, and they've got control of the game, and they'll be happy just to play the ball about and see this one out if they can. Possession away across on the far side. They've got it into that wing half forward area where it's now been won by Lauren Jones. Lauren Jones goes to ground, fouled again, free in to Monaghan. And a good opportunity for them just to take another few seconds out of the clock and get their players seen to first.
Yeah, Monaghan certainly managing this period of the game very well. They've played a lot of good football here. They're keeping the ball through the hands and a lot of strong running. As I say, Muriel Atkinson carried that last ball out of defence up the sideline. I know it took a good interception. I think it was Emma Brennan maybe made the tackle, but definitely an impressive Monaghan side here at this stage. Yeah,
certainly is. Possession now with their corner forward. That's Casey Traynor away across the far side. Gets possession once again, going from a Monaghan perspective. Who's there? Only Rosemary Courtney again. She's been everywhere through this field today. Gives it out now towards the fullback. The fullback does very well, Jennifer Duffy, but she's been overturned, and Tyrone can overturn fast here. Slana McCarroll has possession of the ball. Slana McCarroll going down through the centre. Still Slana McCarroll plays it over across towards Niamh O'Neill. Niamh O'Neill from way out the field kicks it up high in the air, and that's an awful effort out to the left and wide. Unfortunately, from Tyrone's perspective, just the wrong option.
Just the wrong option there. Niamh was on a good break, and again, that's the danger. We take her out to help out the back here, and then we don't have her to be able to give the long ball to. So Caitlin Kelly was running alongside her there, but and just unfortunately for Niamh, she makes plenty of good decisions, but that wasn't one of them. I think Tyrone need to push up here now and squeeze these kickouts here.
Yeah, it's about 5.5 minutes, I reckon, on the clock for possession away across this down on this near side, but it should be a Tyrone sideline ball. It will be. They just need to manage from Tyrone's perspective. I think they just need to take the right option. Is Emma Jane Garvin. Lovely pass in towards Saoirse Byrne. Saoirse Byrne under spot of pressure, fits it in and fits it over the bar, and that was the right option on that occasion.
Well done. She did very well to get herself back up there. She just took a slip. I think she was sniffing goal. She took a little slip, so she did very well to get herself back up and still have the composure to hit that ball over the bar with her fist.
And Tyrone are up to 9 points, 10 points place, 9 points. Bright sunshine now here in Cookstown. Still a very stiff breeze blowing in favour of Tyrone in the second half, and well, they got possession once again, the Monaghan girls, but they've won the free. Siobhan Coyle right there to make the decision again. Monaghan looking for a player out on this near side, and they've got possession once again, and they have the captain there if they want to use her, Miriam Atkinson, and she's got possession, or has she? Emma Burnett or Jane apologies, Jane Lyons in there to try and win it back from Tyrone's perspective. Niamh Hughes did extremely well. Gives possession, or been turned over once again. Heavy tackles flying in, and referee says an illegal tackle, and it will be a free to Monaghan once again.
I think you can definitely see a wee bit of fatigue setting into both teams there. There was a number of times players had the ball in their possession there and just lost it very simply there. That's just in front of us here.
Ball's been taken short by Rosemary Courtney. She dictates a lot of the pace around this Monaghan side, doesn't she, Eilish?
Oh, she's an excellent player. She's always making herself available there. You can see her, she's continuing making her run, and she's directing the play there. You can see her pointing out to players where they should be running, where the ball should go.
Now in the hands of Casey Traynor. Casey Traynor launches to create across the far side. Monaghan trying to poke a hole in this Tyrone defence. They lead by a single point in the game, but Tyrone have to overturn them once again, and it's
Kyra Monroe. Kyra Monroe there with that interception there.
Got it, yeah.
Again, I'd like to see some of the Tyrone players now making a move to get up front here to work this ball out long.
Lots of numbers in the back line, Tyrone, but not so many numbers in the half forward or full forward line. And here we go through Slana McCarroll once again. Slana McCarroll really great, shows great strength, but the pass wasn't great.
Yeah, she's got the free there.
She's won the free.
She was lucky enough there, to be fair. She did get a bit of a push in the back, but that wind is just carrying that ball a fierce distance there. So I'd like to see Tyrone moving it a wee bit more up the pitch, trying to get into the likes of Niamh O'Neill, Chloe McCaffrey in front of the goals.
Yeah, Slana McCarroll, will she take the free, or is it Emma Jean Garvin's going to take it? But such a strong breeze. So it's almost it's nearly as hard to play with it, isn't it?
Absolutely, it's made a leveller of the game today, and to be fair, Tyrone worked really well in the last 15 minutes of the first half to get back into the game, but I sort of have the feeling Monaghan seem like the slightly better team here in the second half. Long
ball launched down by Emma Jean Garvin, ball punched out, but it goes out to the right of the post and wide, and Monaghan still lead by that single point, 10 points to 9. They won last week by a single point as well, so this is familiar territory for them.
Yeah, Monaghan want to manage this game. Tyrone want to push up here on this kick out, try and put the keeper under pressure. She should not be able to get a simple pass out. There's the number 4 away looking for one.
Ball has been moved out, and Monaghan have got it out to the corner back. That girl is Katie Murphy, Lauren Garland. Garland moves it across the field of play. Dangerous pass in any game, but on a game on a windy day like that, it is just a strange one to take. But here they come once again, running into a bit of traffic, and have Tyrone turned it over? No, they haven't. Referee sees another foul in that one, so Monaghan are playing with the advantage here, and away across the far side is Rosemary Courtney once again. Rosemary Courtney moves possession away out that far side, launches that ball in towards that centre. It should be Emma Brennan's ball. Emma Brennan in there working hard for Tyrone's perspective to try and win possession back. She's won the free, and They've moved her back into the defence again. She was doing well actually in the forward line.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah, and I suppose we're into the last 3 or 4 minutes maybe, Damien, there, so there'll be a bit of pressure on Tyrone to get this ball up quickly. You've seen that last long one went in. I know the ball went wide, but a ball travelling in around that danger area is what we need at this stage to at least equalise or maybe get the win on this one here.
The free kick has been taken and it is towards Niamh Hughes. Niamh Hughes has possession of the ball, trying to work it down that sideline, but she's out over the sideline. The referees has given Tyrone a free. Cian Kearns barking out the instructions away across the far side from Monaghan's perspective, and Tyrone giving away the ball to have. It's Emma Mulgrew coughed up possession at the most inopportune time there, and it's a Monaghan free, and there'll be no particular hurry to take it. They're going to try and manage this game out. Ball across towards the midfielder, that's Jodie McQuillan. McQuillan has possession of the ball, goes short. There's another free there to Monaghan, go to ground twice. They've gone to ground and they've won the free, and it could be another booking here.
Yeah, just a wee bit of untidy defending here from Tyrone at this point. They're just when you're inviting a good team like Monaghan onto you, it puts you under a wee bit of pressure. So I suppose we need to try and play in the front foot here rather than sitting back and letting Monaghan come at us.
Rosemary Courtney, I can see her already looking back into the defence to kick this ball, or is she? She goes sideways with it.
Oh.
Well, it wasn't the greatest pass in the world, and Tyrone could win possession back here, but Courtney's in there to win it again. Rosemary Courtney wins possession from Monaghan perspective, and that's a huge battle to win because Tyrone would have been on the break there.
Yeah, she's a very experienced player, Rosemary. It was unusual for her to make a wee mistake like that, but she was able to fix her mistake. That's the sign of a good player. Yeah,
Monaghan just playing keep ball at the minute now, moving possession around that half back line. Rosemary Courtney once again has it, goes to try and move the ball forward. Just Monaghan just happy to hold on to it. Another free, they've got another free, Monaghan. And they're just winning all the wee battles at the minute, Eilish.
They are, absolutely, yeah. And as I say, you can see the maturity that they're playing with too in terms of not wanting to give the ball away. They're happy enough to play backwards here a little bit to drag Tyrone onto them. It's a dangerous game with that breeze. That's the only thing, one slip.
Yeah, it certainly is. Tyrone trying to work hard to win it back, but Monaghan just keep playing keep ball, and for the last period of time, just for the last 4 or 5 minutes, it's just managed to hold on to possession of the ball, and they're showing their experience as Lines woman comes in from the side just to check on a few things. Once again, Monaghan just holding on to possession through the centre half forward.
Great tackle.
And they've turned it over to Tyrone.
Super tackle from Sacha Byrne.
Now towards Emma Brennan. Emma Brennan on towards Sacha Byrne. Sacha Byrne raced through the centre. She has Aoibhinn McHugh if she wants to use her. She got McHugh. Aoibhinn McHugh back into towards the centre, towards centre half forward. It was there, Emma Jean Kervin, but it's been turned over once again. And Tyrone have coughed it up, and that could be the last action of the game, and it is.
Yeah.
And Tyrone go down by a single point. Monaghan hold on.
That's tough. That was a last really good break. A great tackle from Sacha Byrne here in midfield. A brilliant break forward, and I suppose the wee bit of experience and learning here, a point was a good score at that point.
Well, it's 2 defeats in the National League for Tyrone. It's 2 victories for Monaghan, and a scoreline here at the end of the game of 10 points to 9. Monaghan, as you say, they managed the game better than Tyrone in the second half.
They absolutely did, yeah. I think Tyrone were a wee bit hesitant, sat back a wee bit. Monaghan definitely played a lot through the hands. It'll be interesting looking back at the footage. Obviously, we felt it was watching the video that it was 6-6 at half time, and there's that 1 point win now that has come into play.
Okay, that about wraps up our coverage here from here in Mewson and Cookstown. A win for Monaghan in National League, in the Lidl National League Division 2B, 10 points to 9. The victory for them today, this afternoon. Until next time, a very good evening to you.
Phew.